A little AI that can't even finish half the jobs on its own still cuts a much bigger AI's made-up facts by about 80%.
Hold on, a dumber model fixing a smarter one? So how much does that extra checking cost? Double the work? Triple? Take a guess and hang on to it, because the answer surprised me.
There's a test that barely costs anything, a helper too weak to do the job it's helping with, and an honest confession from the authors that most of their flashiest chart is only a simulation. This is about AI agents, the kind that book your trip or fix your code in a dozen little steps. Every step, the agent writes down what it thinks just happened, then reads its own notes back as gospel. And watch one line in those notes. Task 3, done. Remember it.
Okay, but here's what I'd assume. If you want to catch a clever AI lying, you need an even cleverer AI watching it. A big brain to check the big brain.
That's the natural guess, Finn, and it's wrong. Picture the agent working off a checklist where each box unlocks the next one. It rereads that list every step and trusts every checkmark it made. Now suppose it checks a box it never actually finished.
And everything after that runs on a lie. Every next step thinks that job's done.
Exactly the trap. One false checkmark doesn't just sit there, it spreads. The paper's own example, one made-up done turned into 3 broken actions before the whole plan collapsed. So they tried something cheap. Alongside the big AI, they trained a tiny model with one simple job. Guess which boxes actually change when you do this? Then, every step they compare. Big AI says these boxes changed. Little model says those. When the two disagree badly, they stop and make the agent think again.
So the little guy isn't planning anything. It's just going, wait, that checkmark looks off.
Right, and the reason it works comes down to that one easy question. Hold on to that. Because if this really keeps the agent honest, the made-up facts should drop off a cliff. They ran it on real jobs with a live commercial AI, counted every false claim it wrote about the world, and the made-up facts fell by about 80%. From roughly 1 in 6 claims down to under 1 in 25.
Wait, Juniper, and the cost? My guess was double.
About 22% more work, not double. Roughly 1 extra check every 5 steps. And that task 3 box you're holding? That was the real cascade. One false done made the agent try a job that depended on it, which failed, so it patched the failure with more lies until it timed out.
So the whole disaster started from a single wrong checkmark.
And here's the punchline, Finn. That little checker solves only about half the jobs on its own. It's a lousy planner. But which boxes changed is the easy question. And it's exactly where the big AI fibs. You don't need a genius to catch the lie. You need a cheap proofreader watching the one-spot lies show up.
Just keep it honest, Juniper. Most of their big success chart is a simulation, not live AI. The one thing they measured for real was the lie cutting. Think dress rehearsal, not opening night.
Fair enough. So here's one for you. If an AI were planning something real in your life, would you rather trust one big powerful model or a smart model with a cheap little fact-checker riding shotgun, only speaking up when something smells off? Tell us which way you'd lean. And if you like Research Explained without the hype, subscribe and join a growing crowd making sense of new AI, one paper at a time.
1 wrong checkmark, 3 broken plans. And the fix wasn't a bigger brain, just a cheap little proofreader who only ever raises its hand.